This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
Welcome back. It's now time for our entertainment section, and this morning we're talking movies like we always do every Friday at this time with Scott. And today we're actually going to be reviewing, which I'm kind of excited about. I haven't seen it, but I'm excited to hear your review because I want to see it. Should we let everybody know what we're talking about?
Yeah, we're talking about Evil Dead, the remake Sam Raimi made. And there's a lot of things to talk about with this movie. It's a very, everybody's waiting for this movie because the Evil Dead trilogy, Evil Dead, Evil Dead 2, and Army of Darkness, became such a cult favorite throughout all the times that people wanted this to come back. The sad thing is about this, you have the original, Sam Raimi was directing it. Bruce Campbell was right there along with him, who everybody loves, probably the most famous B-ranked actor in the world is Bruce Campbell. And people are really hoping to see a return of the original movies. And that's just not reasonable. It's like, well, let's take a look at Indiana Jones. They waited a while and tried to make another one, and Harrison Ford's just past his prime. Right. He's aged out of that role, and they just made a terrible movie in The Crystal Skull. We can't expect that. Although I think Bruce Campbell could pull off kind of an Army of Darkness comedic slapstick style of it, we can't expect that. What I was wanting was something new. I wanted them to come back and say, you know what, we've got the technology, we've got the money, let's rebuild it, the $6 million man kind of thing. And so I went to buy my ticket, and a gentleman across from me recognized me from the show, and he goes, what movie are you here to see this week? And I said, well, Evil Dead. And he said, good luck, I couldn't make it through it. And girls from the theater actually were sneaking in at the end to watch the end of it because they could only take it in bits and pieces.
So this you're saying it's gory.
This is probably the goriest movie I've seen in a long, long, long time.
Really?
It's not. It's parts of it are scary, like jump out and scare you. It's more of a
where you're gonna
I
cover
can't
your
look
eyes.
at the screen because there's a point where a guy pulls a needle out of his eye, and it's just things like that the whole time. Arms getting cut off, stuff. Gory movie, not a first date movie.
Okay.
Not a family movie. This is a grown-up, can you take gore movie. And the thing is, to say I like gore horror movies is kind of makes you sound a little sadistic and morbid. But this is what we wanted. The reason we go to exorcism movies is because we want to see that. And remember The Ring. When The Ring came out, everybody saw when they opened the closet and you see that girl's face. Everybody's like, "Oh, that was so scary. I wish I could see it again and scare me like that." This movie does that by showing you the possessed person a lot. You see that person a lot, so you get that horror effect there. It's depending on the person, it might make you have nightmares. Otherwise, it's just going to make you not want to eat anything for a little while. Okay. It's kind of that way.
So don't have dinner beforehand.
Yep. And the one last thing is the way the movies played out, the first, second, and third. If you've seen them, if you haven't, I suggest you go see them before seeing this movie. You'll pick up on a lot more things.
Okay.
The best part I loved is everybody will know Ash's car because Ash's car was in all the movies. At the beginning of the movie, you see it in the beginning. It's one of those things where you look at it and you go, man, hey, that's the car from the original trilogy. And they do things throughout that movie.
So out of 5 stars?
I got to give this one 5.
Okay. Evil Dead 5, and it's not a classic.
It's not a classic, but they did a good job remaking this movie.
All right.
And I just, my hat's off to them. They did a successful job with it.
Okay, thanks for that.
Not a problem.
And we'll be right back.